Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia NEWSLINE and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 2nd of December. Indian Parliament disrupted yet again over Adani and Manipur issue. Sindhis hold anti-Pakistan protest to demand independence. And Nepal PM Oli kickstarts China visit talks likely to revive BRI projects. And now for all the details. The fifth day of the winter session of Parliament witnessed ruckus yet again over US allegations against the Adani Group and the Manipur issue, and both the houses were adjourned soon after resuming on Monday amid protests and slogans. Parliament proceedings have been stalled since the beginning of the winter session on November 25th amid protests by opposition parties to demand a debate over the Adani issue and violence in Manipur and Sambhal. Rajya Sabha Chairman and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar expressed his frustration over the Lok Jam, and he linked it to Murphy's Law, which states anything that can go wrong will go wrong. The winter session has been a complete washout so far due to repeated adjournments.
As I've said earlier, the government has a majority, so they will always have their way. They must give space for the opposition to raise issues which matter to the opposition, which the opposition deems important, and they must give space for the opposition to have its say and not be adamant and not allow a single adjournment motion. Nothing will happen if they allow an adjournment motion moved by the opposition to be debated.
Moving on. India's Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh Tripathi on Monday said that India is aware of the surprising growth of the Pakistan Navy as Islamabad is prioritizing the construction of numerous warships, choosing weapons over the welfare of its people. Addressing a presser ahead of the Navy Day, the Admiral noted that many Pakistan Navy warships and submarines are being built by Chinese support, indicating Beijing's keen interest in enhancing its allies' marine capabilities. He said India has kept a close watch on the activities of extra-regional forces operating in the Indian Ocean region, including the PLA Navy units. He also informed the Indian Navy is on the verge of closing a pivotal deal for 26 Rafale marine fighter aircraft.
China interested है कि पाकिस्तान नेवी को और स्ट्रांग बनाया जाए. उनकी जो submarines बन रही हैं, 8 brand new submarines which are being constructed, that will add significant combat potential to Pakistan Navy. But like I said, we are fully aware of what is happening, what state, what is the level of their deployment, what is their concept of operations, and therefore we are tweaking us as well to negate any infringement in our area of operations, and we are I think fully ready to tackle all threats from our neighbors.
And deadly sectarian clashes have continued in Pakistan's northwestern Kurram district in spite of a tentative ceasefire struck late last week, with the death toll now at more than 130 as authorities try to broker a solution. Kurram, near the border with Afghanistan, has been a flashpoint for sectarian tensions for decades. It's the only district in Pakistan where Shia make up the majority of the population, in contrast to the rest of the country where Sunnis are the majority. Waves of violence have been unfolding since July, when tensions between Shia and Sunni tribes flared over a land dispute. The Pakistani government has made efforts to ease tensions, but all in vain.
کومه دل حراش واقع شوی ده او د مین روډ نه سکیورټي حصار کې د دې کې کومه کنوي واغه آرمي او د پولیس اف سي نگرانه کې کار د سیده دغه علاقې کې بار واقعیت کیږي مین روډ د ریاست ذمہ داری ده چې دا روډ کلیر کی او د کومه کروي شوی ده په کار د پاورن د کومه ناصر د دهشتګرد د ناصر د کروي وشي د پاورن ونی ولای شي
all these situations کوم جاری دي په دې کې لګبګ 50 کسان موږ سره کوي هغه ډیډ باډیز ریسیو شوي دي او تقریبا 100 نه زیات چې کوم دي هغه موږ سره زخمیان دي. زخمیانو کې ډېر داسې وو چې هغه موږ کورو ته ولېږلو، کوم چې سیریس وو هغه موږ میनेج کړي دي، هغه مو ریټین کړي دي، هغوی ټریټمنټ روان دی. هغوی چې کوم سرجریز دي هغه ډے نایټ 24/7 موږ هغه سرجریز جاري ساتلي دي. هغه صرف د وجې نه
Moving on. Sindhi activists held massive rallies across Sindh this past weekend to protest the rising tide of religious extremism, rights abuses and the threat to their natural resources by Pakistan. A report.
Members of the GSN Freedom Movement marked the Sindhi Cultural Day with peaceful protests across Sindh province, highlighting the region's rich cultural heritage and pressing socio-political issues. Rallies were held in key locations including in Karachi and Kotri. Participants adorned in traditional Sindhi attire expressed their solidarity with the Sindhi cause and rejected the rise in religious extremism in the region and voiced strong opposition to new canal projects on the Indus River, warning of their potential to exacerbate water scarcity in Sindh. The protesters raised pro-freedom slogans and demanded Sindhu Desh, a separate homeland for Sindhis, blaming Pakistan for forcibly occupying the region. Activist Shafi Burfat in a statement underscored the need for unity as a cornerstone of liberation, urging everyone to unite in the face of slavery, hunger and destitution. The protesters accused that Pakistani army uses enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings and political repression as tools to silence voices of Sindhis and appealed the international community to intervene to stop exploitation of their natural resources.
And Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli on Monday embarked on his 4-day visit to China, during which the two sides are expected to discuss a new plan to revive the projects related to BRI, the Belt and Road Initiative, which failed to materialize even after 7 years they were signed with much fanfare. Oli, regarded as the pro-China leader, heads a coalition government consisting of his Communist Party of Nepal and the Nepali Congress, which seeks balanced ties with China and India. Before his departure, Oli said he will not seek Chinese loans amid concerns about a debt trap and added that Kathmandu will seek grants instead. Artists from across the globe transformed the Chandrabhaga beach in India's Odisha state to an enthralling spectacle with surreal sand sculptures to mark beginning of the 14th edition of the International Sand Art Festival on Sunday. More than 120 celebrated artists are taking part in this edition of the festival, exhibiting their talent in crafting intricate and breathtaking sculptures entirely out of sand. The 5-day festival revolves around diverse themes spanning cultural heritage, social issues and environmental conservation, showcasing a global perspective and awareness through sand art.
And we are creating our Sri Lankan and Mexican culture together, and I'm creating the Lord Buddha's footprint, and from Mexican culture we are creating two heads snake god, so kind of composition combination with the all religious aspect.
It's a great exhibition. It's a really nice organisation. They look after us very well, so it's a pleasure to come here. And this year it's a combined effort, so I'm working with my friend from Japan here, and we're doing so it's a mix between a Japanese temple and some old like the Stonehenge from England. And so we've got the flag, which is also a mix of the English flag and the Japanese rising sun. Yeah, so it's very, very good to be here.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow.
TAG TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.